Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Dad and Buried podcast. My name is Mike. This is my friend Pete. You know what? Coming up on Christmas, I'm not even going to say anything derogatory about you.
Your heart is filled with love.
I appreciate you being here with me. Appreciate you too, Nate.
Oh, thanks.
Oh my God. It's like Ebenezer Scrooge. Have
It
you
is.
been visited
It's
by
like
the
the
three
Grinch
ghosts?
has grown. His heart has grown 3 sizes.
You know what? He should get that checked out.
Do you like the Grinch, the cartoon?
I do like it. I still don't.
Do you like the live-action version starring Jim Carrey?
I haven't seen that one.
You've never seen it.
No.
It's not that shocking.
Give me a break.
Nate, have you seen it?
No.
But
My wife loves it. It's fucking dog shit.
But what about the there's like a Pixar version or like an animated version?
The brand new one with Benedict Cumberbatch.
That's right.
As the voice of
Yeah,
the Grinch.
and
And
it's on
Jennifer
Netflix.
Aniston, I
It's
think.
on Netflix.
My son has watched it like 12 times already,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, my kids are all up in that.
You know what my toddler likes?
It's cute.
It's like Santa Pups or some shit. It's just this low-rent garbage movie.
Nice.
It's like Debbie Reynolds or somebody like that, or Mrs. Partridge. I don't know. One of those women plays Mrs. Claus, and there's some kid in a town who lost their Christmas spirit, and these puppies go and they talk.
Oh wait, is that the one where they all end up dead?
I wish.
And then the police detective goes, another fucking Christmas.
When I was a little
and then
kid and I would have nightmares.
smashes his gun.
When I was a little kid and I would have nightmares, my parents would tell me to think of positive things like Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny.
Uh-huh.
And then I swear to Christ, and then I would have nightmares in which Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny tried to kill me.
I'm sure that was probably in your mind. However, there's a little bit of me that thinks
this
that
is what I'm saying right now. I said I swear to Christ. I honestly don't remember if that was a story I made up when I was little or something that actually happened when I was little.
Yeah. Was it your
Either
uncle?
way, that was my thought process. Was it my uncle and I was repressing some dark memories?
Like, Easter Bunny, you're holding me too tight.
Oh my God. Have you seen Abducted in Plain Sight, the Netflix movie? It's a documentary.
No, what is
about
that?
family who becomes
I've
close
heard.
with some guy
I've
who
heard that's like super good.
and
I haven't seen it.
he like seduces their
Yeah.
I'm laughing, but you're watching this thing. The first couple episodes, Nate, you were watching this thing, and you're like, it can't get any. It can't get any worse, and then it gets so much worse. Like 7 times. You're like, there's no way you're like, it's peaked. It can't be. These parents cannot be more stupid. And then you're like, nope. There they go again.
Today
5 more
we're
times.
talking about Christmas.
I mean,
topic.
What the fuck? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm as confused as you are. Hey, you know what, Mike? Let's talk about JonBenet Ramsey while we're at it. It's a Christmas.
I don't really have a strong opinion on the JonBenet Ramsey case.
My God, thank
Never
God.
really delved into
We did it. Statistically,
Saying.
we were bound to find a topic that you didn't find. That you didn't really give a shit about. Holy shitballs. Welcome, everyone, to the Dad and Buried experience, where who knows what the fuck is going to be talked about here. You know what else is crazy? The amount of latex that's in latex paint. It is absurd.
That's the kind of shit you would talk about.
I
like
know.
Water bottles. I guarantee you, more people are interested in Abducted in Plain Sight than your fucking water bottle vendetta.
If I started a program where I was like against water bottles, I would have 1 million.
Fucking start it up, bitch. Instagram.com.
I'd be bigger than Greta. What does she do? Sail around the world, supporting our Earth.
Toys.
Water bottles.
Shitty toys, and Christmas with kids.
Another shitty Christmas.
I segued. I thought it was.
I
got far afield.
You were like the fat cop on the Segway. You like.
On the Segway device. I've never ridden one of those. Have you?
No, I haven't. But
Nate,
that was a horrible segue.
I'm excited to ride one.
Anyway. So this is the Dad and Buried podcast.
Oh my God!
And let's what do we do here?
Well, we're talking about shitty toys and the worst parts about Christmas with kids and that kind of stuff. But before we get to that, I apologize for the preceding 5 minutes.
Let's call it 15 to 20. We don't know. We don't know how long it's been. We sort of went into a time vortex.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
I'm on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, where you may have found me. Pete, anything you want to plug?
Yeah, so I'm podcasting sensation Pete. You might have seen me from the New York Times, wrote a little piece about me, said I was dangerous. And the New York Post said, this guy won't stop sleeping in our hallways. So
what the
both
fuck
of those
are these
things,
jokes?
what jokes? They're not jokes.
Okay.
They're documented. And
All right.
that's,
So
that's
now I
make
apologize
my-
for the preceding 7 minutes, including whatever
you're
Pete's
fine.
2-minute monologue was there.
That was good.
If you've never heard us before, you're in for a hell of a ride.
You're welcome.
You're
Because this is
welcome,
about to get real good.
And if you have heard us before, you know the drill. We're just going to talk some shit about parenting and about our kids and about parents and kids in general. If you want to support us, you can use word of mouth. You can use your wallets on Patreon. We got a lot of Patreons. Fuck you, the real Jason Thomas. We're going to talk a little bit about our Patreons because we appreciate their support.
Yeah.
He was giving us some guff about talking about our Patreons. He said he could memorize them. You know what? That's another
exactly.
service. If you're a patron, you deserve to have your name memorized by random listeners of our podcast.
Yeah.
It's like the Pledge of Allegiance.
And also, Jason Thomas, not fuck you. You're great. And
No. He knows what I mean.
I mean,
It's
well, does he?
It was an affectionate fuck you. You ever heard of those? Do you have a dad? Because that's what it was like for me.
I have 3.
Gross.
Yeah. It's
so you can also rate us and review us on Spotify and Apple. So somebody messaged me today on Facebook and said they found the podcast and they loved it and they binged it, but they can't leave a review on Google Podcasts and they can't leave a review on Spotify, she said.
That's so weird. Here's what you do. Contact support.spotify.com and bring it up with those guys.
Okay.
File a support ticket.
We apologize for the inconvenience. Just create an Apple account. Use your friends and create an Apple account.
Right.
We need a fucking
Apple.
some 5 stars. And we also have merch. It's a holiday fucking bonanza
guys,
over there on
We have so much
spreadshirt.com.
GD merch.
GD merch.
Yeah. I don't like this.
You can find the links to all this stuff. My link tree.
Oh my God,
on
your
my
link
Instagram
tree
bio.
it's like a surprise.
It's a gateway drug to dad and buried addiction.
If someone wants to mainline dad and buried, they just go to your link tree.
I'm a married man, Pete.
Are you though?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay, right. Forgot. Sorry.
It's okay. She doesn't listen.
Okay.
All right, so tonight we're talking about our patrons. We have to go through. Sorry, Jason, we gotta fucking go through the
No, what are you
list.
talking about? These people deserve recognition for helping this wonderful
look,
enterprise that we're in.
I'm gonna give all of these people Jason Thomas's email address so they can fucking. Single dad tier: Chris Coleman, Miriam, MS Babayan. Check your kids at the door. M Cedeno 1980 and Mallory McKenzie. Thank you, we love you. Dad bod tier: Barbara Geiger. Morning Glow, Jacques Govar, Andrea Sandoval. We love you just a little bit more than the single dad people. Father figure tier, Julie McCarthy, Joseph Diachason, Sarge. Paula Polsky, world's biggest CFL fan. It's just a part of your fucking name now. Deal with it. Jennifer Wynn, world's greatest dad tier, Mary Williams and Julie Burton, who is a big Chiefs fan. I watched the Patriots game.
That was an awesome game.
Thank God they didn't fucking blow that.
Oh my God, they really crushed.
Because that's the game the Patriots. They did not. They almost. I mean, the Patriots almost tied it.
No,
the
but
last play of the game, the last actual play.
The point being is that they absolutely dominated them for most of the game.
Well,
they outplayed them.
So I was talking to somebody in the beginning, like the Patriots moved downfield because they got a pass interference penalty, and then they scored on a trick play.
Right.
And somebody was like, "Uh-oh," and I'm like, if the Patriots are like, they got lucky with PI, and then they're pulling out all the stops to score, I'm like, you're in good shape. If that's what they need to do because their offense is so anemic this year.
One, they got a discounted full touchdown. That was
a discounted full touchdown.
Yeah,
discounted, not like cheaper.
No, yeah.
They got a lot of bum calls. But guess what? Guess who's gotten like a shitload of great calls and good fortune for the past 20 years? I don't know. Maybe the fucking Patriots. It's called the Tuck Rule. Look it up.
My God, you're from Connecticut, right?
Damn, I fucking hate the Patriots so much. Anyway, the Dolphins lost, which is a victory.
Can we get to our
and my new dad tier: Sarah, Desiree, Kissling, and Monica.
Oh my God!
Thank you guys. Look, I'm sorry.
Unbelievable.
This was like the longest intro we've ever had. Was it like 20 minutes?
Doesn't matter.
How much of it was just me laughing and then me not laughing at your jokes?
About 50.
Most of it. Yeah. All right, guys. We'll be back after this to talk about shitty gifts and why Christmas sucks. Shit.
Fasten your goddamn seatbelts.
All right, guys, welcome back. Promise, no laughing fits this section. Nate told me
Yeah, no
after my
laughing
fit
whatsoever.
that my energy was low. Hey, man, perk up a little bit. I was honestly confused.
Easily the strangest comment we've ever received from Nate.
And that is saying something. So before we get started, I want to say tonight's episode is sponsored by our friends at Kinder Perfect. It's a card / parlor game. It's like Citizens Against Humanity for parents. Cards Against... Is that a jeans? Are those jeans?
No, those are racists.
No, it's
Citizens
not.
Against Humanity.
Citizens Against Humanity?
I don't know. I just feel like...
Aren't they jeans?
What?
There's a lot of jean brands I was not aware of until I started living with a woman. I thought there was
Until
like
you
4
live
of
with a
them.
woman.
I was like Banana Republic, Gap. You know how many there are? 7? Have you ever heard of 7 jeans? They're a thing. You haven't heard of them either.
Are you smelling burnt toast
Citizens
right now?
Against Humanity, I think,
How's
is a
your left
fucking
arm?
brand of
Okay.
jeans or
Yeah.
brand of clothing, whatever. Anyway,
Cards
Kinder
Against
Perfect is like Cards Against Humanity. There's no jeans involved.
You're nailing
For
this,
parents.
Marlo. Yeah.
Do you want to do it?
Cards Against Humanity. It's like Kinder Perfect, but not for parents.
No, you're doing the wrong thing.
I know. I realized that halfway through. I fucked it up. I really fucked it up.
You're an absolute joke.
I am such
Kinder Perfect is like Cards Against Humanity for parents. It's all kid-based, parenting-based cards. It's hilarious. There's some real edgy ones like Cards Against Humanity has,
fun.
and there's a tamer version if you want it. If you're, you're into that kind of thing. I don't know. We got some.
And if you're not a
people
parent,
listening.
what's going on?
No, yeah, you will have zero interest in this thing if you're not a parent.
Can you imagine if there are non-parents listening?
I know. I have a few non-parent followers, and they're like, "Thank you for reminding me."
Oh, really? Oh, we're part of the reminder set.
Usually.
Oh, that's actually...
I don't know. The "we" is a little bit broad, but sure. Anyway, so you can go to Amazon and kinderperfect.com and use the code 20OFF-DADS on Amazon, and I believe it's 20OFF-DADDY on Kinder Perfect to get 20% off if you're a Dad and Buried listener.
Cool.
And speaking of, so that's a great gift for Christmas, but tonight we're going to be talking about shitty gifts that you have to give your kids or that somebody else gives your kids.
You have to give your kids. Isn't that the fucking point of Christmas?
It fucking is, though. Just there are things you wouldn't give your kid, but because your kid wants it, you feel like you're obligated. And I know there are people listening right now being like, "You're the problem with parenting. You're spoiling your kids. You give them what they need, not what they want." You know what? Sometimes I want my kid to
What voice
to be
is this?
quiet.
Is this the pizza
Sometimes I
owner
want him to be happy. Who's the pizza owner?
I don't know. That's who I'm thinking you're talking like.
Was an Italian voice?
No, I'm just saying this is how he talks because you know what? He's had an accident with his trachea
During the pizza making process.
There was an issue. There was an incident. And now his trachea is gone, and now he talks like this.
Anyway, so there's a lot of things around the holidays that are obligations, right? And a lot of them are toy buying and toys you have to get for your kids.
What are you going to get the kid that has everything, which is your kid?
A subscription to the Dad and Married podcast. My kid has nothing.
How about a T-shirt?
My kid, according to my kid, he has nothing.
Right, exactly.
According to me, he has way too much.
I've seen your... I was going to say, I've seen your downstairs. It's actually kind of true. I have seen your downstairs.
Check out the taint on this kid.
I have seen your down. What? What the fuck are you talking about? I was talking about you, dude. I've seen your downstairs. My God.
Hold on, I promise no more laughing fits.
This is a respectable.
There's nothing respectable about this.
It categorizes kids and family. This podcast, this goddamn podcast.
Look, so this weekend.
So you guys have a lot of toys. And they're...
What do you mean? We don't have any more toys than the fucking average bear.
No, but I think you have a lot of... I'm just saying, when my son comes over, he's out of his mind.
To my house?
Yeah.
What, the one time in 2-3 years he's been over my fucking house?
Yeah, we don't...
You're invited anytime you want. You will not even grace us with your presence.
There, okay? We keep saying it. So, when he goes there...
He loves our toys. Because he lives with 2 girls and they just have girl shit.
That's right.
And he's the third. What are you going to get him? Nothing. Guess what? We're spent.
We are kind of spent.
Easy bake oven.
However, well, let's get into just all the madness that is toys because it gets real serious. Now, let's caveat this.
Real serious.
Yeah,
the
because
toy situation.
Here's why: if you live in an apartment in some sort of city,
also me,
where you don't have a lot of space,
me 3.
Nope. You can. Yeah, you've got a big ass.
I do have a bigger than average.
But guess what? you fill it to the size of your apartment.
Well, that's the problem,
and
right? You're like, oh, I have room for this. I can get it. Yeah.
Now, so you know what? I am going to get the Hot Wheels, like up the wall, down the thing, takes up.
Look, as you may know, I'm an influencer. And sometimes that affords me certain privileges.
But not at home.
Like a couple of times I got Hot Wheels sent in the mail and a shoebox comes.
You listen.
And there's
just
Hot Wheels.
Because someone put a flaming bag of poo on your doorstep doesn't mean that
Don't
was
tell me
Hot
my
Wheels.
business,
Okay.
devil woman.
All right.
So before we get into the shitty toys, I do want to tell the story of the greatest gift I've ever given anyone.
The gift of silence.
It's a fucking podcast.
Oh,
you want me to be silent?
No, I just want you to give the gift to everybody.
Oh my God! Look
of
you
silence.
know
Oh,
there's only so much of me.
I know. All right,
give.
so let's hear
There's
this. Let's
I
hear
have
this
so much love to
story.
give.
That's gonna be good.
So when I started dating my wife, Heather, aka Mom and Buried, funny meme account, you should check it out.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go. Let's keep going. We don't need a pregnant pause.
Our relationship began as long distance, and a lot over email, and phone calls.
It was a prisoner.
Yeah, it was a prisoner. I was in jail.
You were
visits. Yeah, conjugal visits were not allowed. You thought she was the one in jail?
Yeah. Well, she's the one with all the neck tattoos, so that's
that's true. That's a good point. Thug life around her neck. So it was a lot of correspondence over email, and sometimes we chatted. Right. I mean, we chatted on the phone a lot, but so back in the day before social media, and this would have been 2003, 2004. It's a lot of email shit. So you get like chain letters and like those fucking Chuck Norris facts that went around. I remember I had a laughing fit at the beginning of this episode. I remember being at my desk in North Quincy, Massachusetts, where I worked at State Street, just pissing my pants reading that list of Chuck Norris shit.
Nice.
Some of those were just so funny. And then one of these things came around where it was like, she sent it to me, and it was like somebody asks you a list of questions about like your childhood or your life. And one of the questions, and there's a bunch of dumb shit, what was your favorite movie when you were 9, whatever. And one of the questions was, what was the one Christmas gift you always wanted and never got? So this was like a chain letter thing, and it got sent to me. So I get to see her answers, and then I answer it, and I send it back to everybody. She sees it. So I saw her answer, and I saw what she wanted, and I filed it away. And then a few months later, she came up to visit me, or we went away to like a bed and breakfast because,
you needed breakfast.
You
had the bed, but you needed breakfast.
It was in the Berkshires, and we went away, and I'd fucking gone around, tried to find this thing online, couldn't, ended up going to fucking Toys R Us and got it. And I got it for her, and she had forgotten, this is a key part, she had forgotten the stupid email chain fucking thing, right?
It was a Thomas the Tank Engine train.
How old do you think she is? 3? Those haven't been around that long.
No, she's
Too young, do not want.
What is... If you're just joining us, which is impossible.
You're just leaving us.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
thank you for
listening. It was a fucking sit and spin. For some reason, when she was a little girl, she wanted a sit and spin. So I fucking bought her a sit and spin. This was like the 4th month of our relationship. It's been all downhill ever since. Like, this thing blew her mind. The fact that she'd forgotten about it, like, I peaked 1,000,000%. She's an amazing gift giver, very thoughtful.
It was in a box, or was it not?
No, I went to Toys R Us, and I got the box, and I wrapped it.
It comes
and shit.
in a box. Okay, got it. So it doesn't look like a sit and spin shape.
No, you have to assemble it.
Okay. Which she did, obviously.
I'm not handy.
You don't have
I'm
time
not
for
handy.
that shit.
You just like, I got you the gift.
And
this fucking 50-50 proposition here.
Handed her a screwdriver and said, "Get to work."
Anyway, so
#romance.
I fulfilled her gift wish, and she,
Did you X your crotch?
And then we got married. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, like, so a bunch of people asked on the live earlier, what was my favorite gift I've ever gotten? I couldn't even tell you. I don't know.
Right.
I know for a fact that she'll say that
was the best gift.
I'm saying that's my favorite gift I've ever given.
Oh my God.
But like, I don't have a gift I missed out on or anything like that. Do you? Did you always want the Easy Bake Oven and you didn't get it?
Nope. Didn't need it.
My buddy.
Nope. Teddy Ruxpin. Maybe Teddy Ruxpin.
Wherever I go, he goes.
What the
my
fuck?
buddy.
Stop. What are you?
My buddy.
It's like, I don't know what's happening.
Kid Sister?
What is My Buddy?
My Buddy was a stupid doll, like the doll from Child's Play. It was essentially use My Buddy as a model. And I don't know why anyone would want it.
Or why anyone would memorize.
It's like
a
Teddy
song
Ruxpin,
like
but a little boy.
Yeah, I know.
It's a very catchy.
You remember
by Menon? That's sketchy too.
And would you, in the Teddy Ruxpin, which I never got, would you put a tape in the back of it?
Yeah,
and
I had
would,
one.
And then it would animate.
No,
somehow?
it wouldn't animate. It would just say it. It would just speak the tape.
I had one that would animate.
Oh
it was
my
just
God.
the tape played and its mouth moved. Did it animate?
What about Speak and Spell? You know what?
I love the Speak and Spell.
Was so
because you got to
awesome.
learn, and it was fun, and then you could make it do creepy things.
Have you ever thought how Stephen Hawking never changed his voice, even though the technology got so much better? You know what? That was just became his voice. Like the Speak and Spell voice was the voice of Stephen Hawking.
Yeah. What do you think? You think he was like, people recognize my voice?
Yeah,
at this point?
I do think so. I really do think so.
He straight up said it was his voice.
Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah, so,
his voice.
All right. Well, there
what
we go.
would you have changed if you were him? What voice would you want?
I would have done. Well, there was a couple.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
Everything.
Hey, everybody. You know,
Nope,
I don't
not
know.
even
I don't
close.
know. I
Not
don't
even
even
close.
know how to do it.
No one can do it.
Is it? No, I'm sure someone can do it. I can't do it.
Bobcat Goldthwait can do it.
You know, he doesn't sound like he does in Police Academy. Actually, he sounds
Who,
different.
Bobcat Goldthwait?
Yeah.
I know. It's a bit.
Yeah.
I saw Gilbert Gottfried in Union Square once. What a fucking tiny little man.
Yeah. How
Yeah, he
tall?
was like
4?
frail. He was just
Really?
really small dude. Yeah.
How'd you recognize him?
I know what he looks like.
What
do you mean? It's
Sketch him?
fucking-
Did you sketch
I
him?
sketched him. I police
Yeah.
sketched him. Okay,
Okay.
look. Let's get into some toys that people suggested.
All right, here we go.
MJ Hunt said, so at the beginning, before we get, so these are a whole bunch of list of random shit that a bunch of people complained about, and then we get into some categories, all right? This is more general. MJ Hunt, M.J.Hunt, said art shit, because they have to set it up, break up fights, make sure there's minimal spillage and clean.
I love the breakup
girls?
fights. You know what? Yeah. I mean, it's anybody. Anytime someone, you have the blue? I wanted the blue.
My kids are going through this.
And you're just
crazy.
like, honestly.
We should do a sibling episode. We haven't done that yet.
This is the thing. You take the time, art shit. You want your kids to have some art. So you set it all up.
You want your kids to have some art?
Yeah,
Or you want
to
them
have
to create some art.
To have the experience of creating some fucking art.
Expressing themselves.
So you set it all up, and the next thing you know, but I wanted the blue, and you're like, you shut the
But
fuck
that
up,
has
and
nothing
you
to
shut
do
the
with the art. It would be no matter anything you put
exactly.
in front of them.
So then, guess what you do? Shut down the art.
Shut down
Shut
everything.
it down.
Shut down their
Shut
childhoods.
everything
It's
down.
over. You
yeah.
blew it.
Yeah, you blew it. You
Did that
fucking
today.
blew it.
I did that every day.
You want blue? Guess what? No more blue. No more blue for you.
The underscore right, as in Wright Brothers, not as in right or left. The underscore right underscore time 2010 says Yellies. You know what those are?
No, I don't know.
I'm going to tell you. Those can burn in hell with Furbies.
Okay.
What are
Yelly.
Furbies? Are little stuffed things that talk?
Oh my God, they would talk to each other.
They talk to you.
She says, I'm disowning anyone who gets my kid one. So the Yellies, I believe, are little stuffed animals with wheels that you need to yell at to get them to move. And then they are attracted to the sound of yelling. I wrote about it for the dad last year. I think that's what it is. They chase you if you yell. They fuck you at the drive-thru.
What kind of fucking... First of all, I don't know what you're talking about.
That was a Lethal Weapon 2 quote.
Okay,
You don't
great.
know Lethal Weapon 2?
No.
Whatever Leo wants, Leo gets.
Okay.
The Irishman.
Literally. Okay.
It was Joe Pesci. He's in
I
both
get
movies.
it. Yeah.
Now you
So
figure
I don't
out.
know what yellies are. They sound horrible.
literally just
Oh my
told
God.
you.
Well, now that I can't wait for MC
Burke 9 says Yellies. Google it. I can't even. You can't Google? Save us some legwork, MC Burke.
Describe what
Maybe
you
put
see.
the
Say
description.
what you see.
I already told you what it was. Hockey Mom 66729 says
That's
remote vehicles.
First of all, that's a fucking tight handle.
Would you have said Hockey Mom 66729 or Hockey Mom 66729 or Hockey Mom 66729?
I'm just like,
what would you have done?
Is there a Hockey Mom 66721 through
You know,
8?
no, you know what it is? She was born in 1966. She has 72 children.
And she's
September.
29 an hour. Remote vehicles.
She has remote vehicles, which Yellies are sort of remote. They just come to the sound of your voice.
Wait. She says the
Doesn't
best.
sound as bad as it
She's
sounds.
saying the best gift
we ever bought the boys was a PlayStation 4 and TV.
Right, because
Yeah.
and here's
Because
the
they
thing.
stay in their room and they fucking stay out of your face.
And they're quiet. Honestly, this is the thing.
And they learn sharpshooting.
They do.
It's pluses all around.
They learn squad goals. You know what I mean?
Goals, is that a Fortnite thing?
That's just like a thing.
Hides Carlson says nail polish kits on a hashtag disaster waiting to happen. I don't have girls.
I have girls.
Peter, nail
and,
polish kits?
We've been fortunate enough to like navigate,
circumvent
any kind of self-polishing time. Like the kids will never be able to polish their nails.
What are the other self-polishing toys?
Well, here's what I'm thinking about. Slime.
Flashlight? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. What the fuck are you talking about?
Self-polishing.
Christ almighty.
It was just sitting there.
I'm talking about
gave
slime.
it to you.
Well, actually,
I handed it to you.
It's not too far off, but slime. I mean, if you use your imagination, first of all, it's all glue.
Different parts of the process.
Yeah. But slime is really the worst thing that's ever been given to
That's coming up.
Parenting
That's coming up.
Community.
Clearly, you haven't read the notes. That's coming up.
Of course I
Save it.
Okay.
Deny Justine says, I got all my son's gifts from Five Below last year, and they all broke within 6 months. Learned my lesson. So I went to a Five Below last year.
I don't know what Five Below
I'm going to tell you right
is.
now.
Okay.
It's like a strip mall in the suburbs. I went in there, and I'm like, why is this place called Five
Sounds
Below?
hot.
And then I realized everything in the store is under $5. It's a dollar store on fucking steroids.
Right, okay.
What a dollar store on steroids would really actually be like?
Would sound like someone who
Bergman,
would start a strip
what's
mall.
it called?
Bergdorf Goodman?
Bergdorf Goodman. I was going to say Bergman.
Bergman Gooddorf? Yeah.
I was going to say. And I'm like, that ain't right.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Anyway.
So this is the
Five Below is just full of
Goodman.
junk.
Okay.
Newcomb, Play-Doh, hands down blows. I hate that shit. It's always a mess. But Maleficent _25 says, I used to hate Play-Doh. Now, I understand she's probably saying, when my kids were young and played with Play-Doh, I used to hate it.
Right.
I'm choosing to interpret it as I used to hate Play-Doh, but I had a change of
love
heart. And I want to know, what changed your mind, Maleficent 25? Why do you like Play-Doh now?
I'm going to be in Maleficent 25's corner and actually say that I had a change of heart.
You like Play-Doh now. We only use Play-Doh at Grandma's because...
You know what? Here's the thing.
They have a marble
It's
table.
going to get all fucked up. You just got to kind of lean into it. The first
out.
month, it's going to get dried out. And it's going to get merged. It's going to get all fucked up.
Yeah.
But if they can just be occupied with something, and it dries.
Sure.
And that's, I think, the point is it dries. It's there are materials that it can get into, of course.
Yeah, like mouths.
No, I don't give a shit about the mouths. I'm more talking about my furniture.
Right. Well,
that's what I care about.
That's why my parents have like a marble table, and it's just easily
cleanable.
cleanable.
My God.
I'm not bragging.
Holy
I'm saying
shit, dude. A marble table.
They live in Connecticut.
Oh, my
okay?
God.
I'm just saying, it's
Wayne
smooth surface,
Manor?
easy to clean off.
My God.
All right, so J Bone in 15 says anything that sings the Baby Shark song. There's like Baby Shark stuffed animals, all this sorts of shit. Nobody likes that song. Nate, do you know that song?
Yeah.
Sing it.
Baby shark.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Baby
Wow.
shark. Yep.
Somehow that was worse than the actual Baby Shark song.
Yeah.
Grandma shark.
Does it do that? It
Yeah, it
changes the
goes the
names?
whole way.
Yeah,
All right.
It goes to Grandma Shark?
Sister
There's
shark,
all
baby
sorts of
shark.
different
Sister
sharks.
Shark?
Yeah. You don't know it?
No, I don't. I've done my best. So Etangern one? Pete?
Guys,
Nothing?
let's get
Nerf
some
guns,
ETA.
bullets everywhere.
Oh.
That's true. We have those things.
Why? Bullets
Spider-Man
every-
shooters and fake Nerf
bullet-
like those foam.
Yeah, no,
foam
of course.
things.
Everyone knows what
Not
a Nerf,
real bullets.
Nerf gun is, of
So
course.
where are you confused then?
No, what I'm saying is that bullets everywhere. That's not the problem. The problem is stop shooting me in the fucking nuts
You hit
and
me-
the eye.
The eye is the thing. With
Eye
the Nerf
and the
stuff,
nuts.
the eye is what hurts. Yeah.
And if you have, anyone from a 4, 5, 6, 7, I think at 8 they get it. They're like, all right, we're not gonna.
Not my kids.
No.
No, not my
will
9-year-old. He doesn't get
Detective
shit.
Munch shoot the shit out of
Those
little
things
guy?
are all gone though. Like.
Wait, you took them
E10
away?
Green says no. All the bullets are missing. All the little foam things are missing. So
But
he
will-
can't shoot anybody anymore.
But will he shoot people in the face?
He'll shoot me in the face sometimes.
What a
But I mean, that's the thing. You ask for forgiveness, not permission. That's what kids do. It's their whole thing.
okay. Good call.
They
You know
wait
what?
until they wait until they get yelled at and be like, "Oh, I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know you can fucking shoot it in my eyeball."
So they're like
Dipshit.
they're like corporate renegades.
So a bunch of people brought this up, and I don't know what they are. Judy Cedarholm, E. Frericks, Miss Jackie O, LOL dolls. Check your kids at the door says, I hate LOL surprise dolls. They're tiny pieces that they're full of tiny pieces that get eaten by the dogs. LOL surprise, it's in their shit. I don't know what
who
they are.
said that?
Check your kids at the door.
yeah,
Funny meme
it's
account
funny.
on Instagram. Check it out. But I don't understand what they are. They're just tiny little things. You don't know?
I think
I
I
should
do.
have
I'm
done
getting confused by
Nate,
some other
nothing?
things. LOL. Yeah. They're
LOL surprise
Yeah, no,
dolls.
they're like-
I think they're the same thing as LOL dolls.
they're really.
Some
they
people
have-
call them LOL surprise. Some people call them LOL
but they
dolls.
have tons of tiny little accessories.
Yeah.
And then what the
No,
best?
you're thinking of
I think so.
no, but there's another thing you're also thinking of.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
Cool.
I'll tell you later.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm waiting to get to the.
Well,
the real-
Bentini80
the big
says here,
one.
one of the worst toys is fucking slime. My house is filled with glue, contact solution, and a million bowls that have been ruined because of goddamn slime. You know what, Bentini80? Maybe if you had a fucking slime bowl that you put next to your vomit bowl, you wouldn't have that issue.
Slime bowl, vomit bowl. Why
What's
not
the difference?
just make 'em the same
merge
bowl?
them. Imagine your kids were making slime and it just smelled like vomit.
You know what?
Oh my god.
Here's the deal. You know, it's a trick question because guess what? It's
There
a
wasn't even
it's
a
a mixing
question.
bowl the whole time.
Oh my god.
Son
You
of
know
a
what? So I
bitch.
thought you wanted to talk about slime.
I fucking hate slime.
That it? Is that all you got?
Do you know how many pieces of furniture have been ruined in your house by slime?
No,
8,
my kids don't do slime.
9.
Every single piece of furniture in my
20.
house has been ruined by
But
my
not,
kids.
but not by slime.
No, we don't have a slime family.
Your
family's a real fucking slime
Oh
family.
my god, we're a real slime bag. Literally.
Like father, like family.
Oh my god.
Slime City.
What a great use of that expression. That's a real
Like
slime
father,
bag.
like slime bag.
I haven't said that to my
Scumbag.
kids.
People say slime bag.
I'm gonna
Nate,
start
no.
saying that.
Nate says no. It's scumbag, not slime bag. You slime. That happens sometimes. Slime ball. There you go.
I have said that.
Little Charmer 80 says, my 5-year-old has started saying she wants Santa to bring her a doll that poops itself. I'm not
Cool.
paying to bring yet another ass that needs wiping into my house. She also wants loom beads, which are UK toys that involve tiny bits. She also says something about aqua beads, maybe, so I might be mixing those two up. That involve the tiny pieces that need parental assistance, right? So they need your
Well, the
involvement,
aqua
and then they
beads
need
are the
a
ones,
lot of
the water,
cleanup.
the ones that absorb water.
What
Have
tipped you
seen
off?
this? What's that?
What tipped you off? The aqua?
Beads.
I don't know anything about them.
No, you know what they are. They're like the stuff that's diapers are made out of, but they're bigger.
Oh yeah, that gel shit.
Yeah, that gel shit, and you like put your hands in
I
it.
did
it's like, feels
community
weird.
management for Huggies
Oh my god, no way.
briefly.
How'd it go?
Learned a lot about that shit's not toxic and you can swallow it. It's not a big deal.
No, you can
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah. That's fucking.
Don't chug
false.
it, kids.
Yeah.
But it's not.
But I mean,
toxic.
you can do a little bit. So
Yeah, no. I've tried it. It's not bad.
So meaning when you're in college, get
That's
some
the
Huggies.
time to experiment.
Yeah.
Rip it open.
Rip it open and be like, and when everyone's
You can
screaming,
snort that
when
shit
everyone's
even.
screaming no, just rest
Yeah,
assured,
write it out.
you'll be
Yeah,
fine.
you're fine. Look, it's
You'll be
on the
fine.
community manager guidelines.
and you'll forever be known as the guy who ate Huggies diapers.
I thought you were gonna say forever you're a girl like Paul Abdul.
Nope.
You know that I got when my first stereo in 9th grade, September 90.
No one cares.
Is that
Okay.
right?
Yeah, it doesn't
September
matter. That doesn't
90.
matter.
I
Yep.
got a compact stereo that had a fucking turntable at the top,
Tight.
dual cassettes,
Ooh.
and a CD player that popped out the front. I got 3 CDs.
Wait, what?
for
99.
Christmas? No, 90. September of 90.
90. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
I got 3 CDs.
Oh my God. Let me get this straight. You had that and a marble table.
Listen to me.
Oh.
The marble table wasn't mine.
Oh my
I
God.
hope to inherit
Holy
it.
shit.
I hope to inherit it.
Oh my God, dude.
But it wasn't mine. So I got Paul Abdul. Was it Forever Your Girl was the name of the album?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, is that straight up now? Tell me.
Yeah, that's that
okay.
album. And
Yep.
Cold Hearted Slave, I think, was on
Snake.
there.
Snake.
I don't know if Opposites Attract or was that what
That's
it's
the
called?
same-
Was
that's
the
the same
same
one as-
album?
yeah,
With
yeah,
the DJ Scat Cat
Yeah.
cartoon. That's the cat in the cartoon. I
Yeah.
got Billy Joel Stormfront, which has Downeaster Alexa, and I think maybe We Didn't Start the Fire. Have you ever heard Downeaster Alexa?
No.
It's just, this album is just high comedy.
Okay.
It's just very funny and very entertaining. I don't know
Okay.
why I got it. Because I like Billy Joel's greatest hits, and I had a brother who's 10 years older than me who I guarantee you bought me Billy Joel fucking Stormfront.
Is that We Didn't Start the Fire?
I
On that?
just said that. Do you even
No,
listen
I
to me?
wasn't. I zoned out for
And
like
I got
5
Temple of the
minutes.
Dog because I really was into Eddie Vedder.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good.
But there's really only 2 good songs on that
as
whole album:
CDs
Hunger Strike and Say Hello to
What's
Heaven.
the format that you're
Well,
getting?
these were
this in?
CDs.
Of
These
course.
were the first 3
so
CDs
the
that was
turntable
bought.
was totally
And
residual.
I stole Belle Biv DeVoe from the from Caldor, I think. The Belle Biv DeVoe album.
my
ABC,
God.
BBD.
Is there anything you didn't do that you want to tell us?
Anything I didn't do that I want to tell you? Yeah. You're a fucking wordsmith. So the next category is noise and batteries. So these are the toys that make noise and take batteries that everybody hates. Caitlin Reardon says anything that hate noise. We finally banned it this year.
Yeah,
like, how do you ban that? Like, tell your family don't buy anything that makes noise.
How about this? No Hess trucks, no fire engines.
Hess trucks make noise?
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
All the fucking noise in the
I
world.
don't let that shit in my house. The Jets bullshit. Lego 1311 says, I hate toys with batteries or ones that make annoying sounds. I also always worry about what grandparents/aunts and uncles will buy for my kid. I know it sounds awful, but I don't think there's anything wrong with checking with the parent first before you buy something that you don't know if the kid will like or wear. So, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, my mom checks in with me, like, what do your kids want, right? There are some people, like my brother, I think, prides himself on trying to find, like, I know my nephew, I want to buy him something he wants
a carton
without
of cigarettes.
advice.
I guarantee you.
Parliaments, the recessed filters.
I know.
Makes a big
because
difference.
also you can do coke out of them.
But I don't think...
What are you talking about?
I don't think there's anything wrong with, like, verifying, hey, is it cool if I buy this? Right. And she says she has stuff in her house that her mom insisted she needed, but it just sits abandoned in a corner or a drawer. Do you have that kind of thing going on?
Corner or drawer.
My voice went straight. With her. Remember, sure, a great big fat person. Would you fuck me?
Oh my god! What a fucking Christmas episode! This is literally
James Gum, Silence of the Lambs.
I know. Everybody knows.
Ted Levine, fucking legend. I just watched him in The Report recently.
You know what?
Not a good movie, The Report.
Great in the Heat.
It's not The Heat.
No,
that's with Sandra Bullock
Heat.
and Melissa McCarthy. It's a totally different film. Noko Mom says we always buy batteries early.
Okay.
Batteries are expensive. When I go to my dad's house, he has a lot of batteries.
Just honestly, Amazon Basics the shit out of that.
What's Amazon Basic?
Batteries. Just
you mean you get Amazon brand batteries?
Yeah. Just you don't think. Just do.
Robin K. Thompson says she hates bullshit toys with batteries that make noise. Now, the batteries don't... Robin, I don't want to be pedantic, but the batteries aren't what makes noise. They generate the noise because the energy source provided by the battery. Yeah. Right? Just be specific.
I think well, yeah. I mean, all right. Let's keep going.
All right, you nailed that one, Pete. Bentini80 says Melissa and Doug's sound puzzles are the worst. When you take out the piece, it makes noise until you put the right piece back in. Yeah. My son had an animal one, and it was hugely annoying, going off constantly. I hated it. He lost a few pieces we never found, so we threw it away. How often do you throw like an annoying toy of your kids away?
I should say my wife recycles toys.
I literally thought you were going, we are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. You went like, we really perfect.
No.
But you didn't do it. Once again, you dropped the fucking ball.
My wife, we get rid of toys.
My wife,
we get rid of toys a lot.
Have you ever heard this thing?
It's good to get rid of toys, man.
I can't wait. I threatened my kids today. Anything you leave on the floor, I'm throwing out. I love sucking up Lego bits with the vacuum.
Yeah. And then just being like, that's done.
Guess what? You fucked. Shouldn't have let them on the floor. Yeah. So have you ever heard the disciplinary tactic where parents will fill a bunch of fake presents?
Oh,
and then when the kid pisses them off, throw them out. I haven't done it. It's a little bit similar to that weird thing that was going around a few months ago where
that seems a little psychotic.
You tried to feed a kid food and he didn't eat it.
Oh yeah,
and you tried to feed a stuffed animal. That shit was twisted.
That doesn't sound like a good way to go.
So Grilled Cheesy 7 hates anything you have to assemble or that makes noise.
Look, here's the real.
Oh no.
Here's the
water bottles.
No, here's the real beauty of Christmas. It is you just simply do what you should do with every holiday and you weaponize it. Remember?
Yeah, I know how you weaponize everything.
Yeah, you weaponize
Christmas is sacred.
Yeah, because you say, "Oh, what'd you just say?"
Yeah, it's called Santa. No, we're getting into Elf on the Shelf, which is the epitome of weaponizing Christmas. We're gonna get into it.
Is it?
Just chill for a second. Bill D'Amica says, I built a toddler kitchen last year. Lots of beer was on hand. So I built a stupid little Flintstone car for my kid last year. And
what do you mean?
You get it in pieces and you have to assemble it. Like Nate with all the furniture he's about to buy from IKEA.
Right.
And yeah, you got to have beer. And you have to do it on Christmas Eve a lot of times just to set it up and get it out for the thing.
Wait, hold on a second. Do you assemble before Christmas?
No, before. You have to have the completed gift ready for them.
What?
You give it to them in a box and say, knock yourself out, kid? So Bentini80 has a story about that.
No, I knocked them out.
Bentini80 says last year...
They don't have to do it by themselves.
Last year, I got my toddler a battery-operated red Mercedes, and it didn't arrive until Christmas Eve. And I begged my husband to put it together that night so it would be there under the tree in the morning. The directions were all in German, and the car was a total beast to put together. It took him 5 hours, and he was up until 3 a.m. and then grumpy the next day. But my son loved it. Who gives a shit about my husband? His Christmas was ruined.
Yeah.
I had to do that shit last year, and I missed a part and then put the stickers where that part was supposed to be. So like eyes were supposed to have like googly eyes or something, and I just put stickers, and it just looks stupid. But who cares? The kid doesn't notice. And at some point, somebody called me out on Instagram because I posted it. And they're like, you fucking fucked up.
But wait a second. You're saying that these are like fully built presents that are around the tree, so your kids come up and they already see the joy is opening up a completely weird box that doesn't exist, and then that doesn't have any. You can't see what it is, and you open it up.
So you have never like assembled a gift the night before, like on Christmas Eve? Like that's not been a part of the Christmas experience for you?
No.
And it's never been a part of your kids' experience
to
find like a bike put together or some kind of...
Well, they have found a... So
like, here's your gift. And in like 2 weeks when I fucking get around to it, because I'm tired already, I've been up early, and then I have work coming up, and then it's New Year's. So in like 2 weeks, I'll put together your dumb gift.
Well, hold on a second.
I don't understand.
What the fuck are you going to do?
You just give them a box of parts?
Hold on a second. It's between the hours of 5:30 a.m. and 8 a.m.
Why does it have to be then?
Because the kids are fucking up and in your bed and they're ready to go.
Why are they in your bed on Christmas Eve? For reals? That's the one night of the year?
No, what do you mean? No. They come in. They're so excited.
At 5:30?
Early, like super
so
crazy.
You put them
early.
to bed at like 11, and then from like 11 to 2, you do your shit. Hopefully it's not all in German. It doesn't take you fucking 5 hours like Bentini80's husband.
Right. My point is that after Christmas is over, you then spend the rest of the day putting the stuff together, and it's like you build it and it's fun, and all the kids
it's
get into
disappointing
it.
the kids to not have that thing. It's like if they got like a video game system, but you had to fucking
but you got to build
it.
First of all, you got to build up, right? Are the biggest presents at the beginning or the end?
No, it's the last present, but it's not like during the whole process.
Except for that's sitting right there the whole time.
No, man, you have it in like the fucking back hall or in the laundry room or some shit. I don't know.
And you fucking bring it out afterwards.
You pretend they didn't get the one big thing they wanted, and you hold it over their head and you psychologically terrorize them. You like weaponizing shit.
I do like it.
And then at the very end, you're like, oh, can you go throw out the fucking trash in the back hall? And they go throw the trash in the back hall, and their fucking red line BMX bicycle is there.
Okay, how about this? How about there's a big ass box
and it's put together?
How about there's a big ass present at the back of the tree, and every kid is like, what the? So you go through stockings, and then you do this,
and it's only one of theirs, so all the other kids are pissed off.
And
it's not put together, so the kid who got it is pissed off.
Weaponizing, motherfucker. That's how we.
But you're weaponizing it against whatever.
No,
all right.
And then the rest of the day is putting it together and like building it.
What a fun day! All right, so
what else are you gonna do?
What do you mean? They want to play with it.
I don't know.
They don't want to assemble it.
That's an old wives' tale.
Kids don't like playing with toys. Jesus Christ. Okay, so packaging came up too, and I made a meme about it once, and I'm not going to explain the meme, okay? Just go watch the movie Commando, and you'll get it. Chow Bella 4 says, getting the shitty toy out of the packaging sucks, then putting stickers on the toys. Okay. So you have like decorating vehicles and stuff. You have to put the stickers on.
Yep.
The stickers are so final. It's like buying an airline ticket. It always makes me nervous.
Yeah. And you're like, really?
Like pulling the trigger, finally putting it on. You're like, shit, what if I fucking angled it wrong? I'm not good at that stuff. Yeah. I'm not good at most things. Yeah. Stickers being up at the top. Okay. Little Charmer 80. Bentini 80 and Little Charmer 80 dominated the comments on this. Bentini 80 sent literally she filled like 9 fucking boxes. All right?
Your boxes.
Send me an email. Little Charmer 80 says, why are some toys packaged so securely? You get stuff that is literally screwed into the box, and you need a screwdriver and scissors that are capable of cutting through impenetrable plastic. That's true. Sometimes you get that really thick plastic, and it's fucking hard.
You know what? Remember those zip ties that
are
in the middle, but they're in the back of the back of the
the box, yeah.
So you'll take out the box, and then there's like a secret back door,
there's
and
a
you won't
secret thing,
know
but
why it
there's
doesn't
like cardboard
work.
in between, yeah.
And then that's when your kid's like, I want
You're
to
in
play
rage.
with
No,
it.
but that's
You're
what
like,
she
"Shut
says. She goes, and the kids are in your face the whole time you're trying to get it out, and you're just like, you're frustrated. It's because it sucks, and you're insecure because you're failing at it, and your kids are in your face. Like, why can't I play?
Right.
It's just like, and she's like, it always gets us in the Christmas spirit.
Have you seen that SNL skit with Matt Damon and whoever is on the? That's actually really.
That was recent. That was this year. Yeah,
was
that
like
was
last,
actually very
It was
good.
last
yeah.
year. It was really sweet. It was
was
all the
really
whole. It was
so
like the
sweet.
worst part about.
It was like the
Christmas,
reality of Christmas versus.
But he
the
has a
dream.
very good.
Yeah.
Like he likes to think back on it and think nice thoughts.
Nostalgically.
Yeah.
One of the things I hate about Christmas is you
what
wake
is it?
up early. You wake up so early and you're like, I'm really tired, but I like the only way I can get through this is by drinking, but it's like it's too early to start drinking, or you start drinking early and you fall asleep early.
No, you don't start drinking early and fall asleep
No,
early.
eggnog it?
No, because you have to fucking rap. You have to
No,
rap.
I
You
rap
get to
in-
get
you
to
rap
work.
beforehand, unless you're assembling something.
When do you rap? When do you get to rap?
It depends on
Like,
when you bought the toys.
Do you do it days before?
My wife does it. I'm the worst
My
rapper you've ever.
wife.
My wife. I'm the worst rapper you've ever seen. Last year, I rapped something so well that I
That
posted it on
Eminem
my
called
Instagram.
you?
Eminem called me. It was like, "You're a great rap."
Yeah.
That was it. You made that into a pun about rapping. You were the whitest fucking person of all time.
That's correct.
You're whiter than Eminem,
That's absolutely correct.
and he thrives on his
My
whiteness.
God, you should listen to my kids.
Did I tell you that sometimes on the weekends when I'm drinking, I will put on the YouTube just the parts, the battle raps at the end of 8 Mile. I really enjoy watching those. The end of 8 Mile. It's like a championship bout. It's like watching a sports movie. And he has 3 battle raps where he freestyles against the 3 guys, the leaders of the free world. And I'll just put that on and watch that 8 minutes.
Leaders of the free world.
Yeah, it really gets my adrenaline pumping. Anthony Mackie.
Okay.
My shirt's too tight.
Nobody knows what you're talking about at this point. Your shirt's too tight.
It was a stupid line from the movie.
Okay.
Anyway, bliggity big blow. So Jenna Please, which I'm pretty sure is what her name means. Jenna Please,
Yep.
JENAPLZ, says she hates puzzles and things that have too many pieces. They're the bane of my existence. Pieces. We talked about it with the LOL surprise shit. Slime is kind of the same thing. Lego, obviously. Play-Doh. All this little residue of this shit.
Why is it so horrible? Because it's the one piece that's missing that your kid fucking
You're talking
fucked
about
up.
puzzles.
Anything. Any little piece.
No, but I don't
of
care about the pieces missing. I don't care about them finishing
what
the
I'm
toy.
saying is that's the one piece. Where did my handbag go? And you're like, I don't know. And they're like, and then of course meltdown happens, and you're like,
because they're missing their handbag. It happens to us with Lego pieces.
That's
Where's
exactly
Darth
the
Vader's
same
helmet?
thing. Exactly. Where is his helmet?
Where's
Where is
Chewbacca's
his
bandolier?
Where is the lightsaber?
Where's the gimps?
And then you ask, where did you put it?
Does Lego have a Pulp
I don't
Fiction
know.
set yet?
They do. Yeah.
My son has a Yellow Submarine set.
Okay. Good
He
story.
loves that fucking movie.
God.
It was my gateway drug into the good music for him. And I'm thinking about it now. I don't know where like he has special like Beatles. They're called minifigs. The guys like I don't know where most of those guys are.
What
makes
an
me feel
amazing
bad.
story. Like really.
It's a cool set.
So you have Legos and you don't know where they are.
Well, these Lego themed kits,
You know
right?
what?
They're
Let
very.
me just
listen to
quickly.
this.
Let me hold on. Let me get a pen and paper.
These
I'm just going to
Lego-
write this down. I don't want to lose
We're
this.
recording it. We're recording it
the
for
momentum.
posterity.
Yeah.
So Lego
The
shit is
character
weird these
arcs.
days because all the Lego shit now is themed kits, right? It's
Yeah.
fucking Stranger
Yeah,
Things that has the upside down built in.
Yep,
It's Ghostbusters.
It's the. Have
right?
you seen the Elon Musk truck?
No, I
That's
did see
Lego?
that. Yeah, it was very funny. But like if you like, that's the thing. You build it once and then you basically have to maintain it as a fucking collectible
Exactly.
for the rest of your life, or else it gets
Yep.
you take it apart and it gets mixed in with everything else. Then all of a sudden it's fucking meaningless, which is fine. You can
Which is
Frankenstein some
different
shit between.
From when we were growing up, when you would get
There were no
there
sets
were
like
there
that.
were
There
there were
were?
a couple
There
there
were
were
like Star
some.
Wars things.
No, there weren't even that Star Wars. It was just like this is how you build a plane or something. You know what I mean? It was more just sort of general
Fine.
like shapes that you could build.
Like you're building models. Yeah.
But ultimately, they all ended up in a bucket, and then you were just putting red on green and blue.
Yeah.
You would put
That's what
wings
happens
together.
to all my kids' toys.
Except for, guess what they do? It's so specialized now. You can't
Mix and match.
You can't put a pirate ship.
You can still mix and match them. They're all
can't-
still Lego pieces.
You fucking listen to me right now. You
You're
cannot
wrong about it again.
put a pirate ship with a goddamn space plane.
Why not?
And guess
Have you seen the Lego movies? Half of it's about that. Frankensteining shit together.
Actually,
teamwork.
by the way,
friendship.
that's a whole thing in and of itself. There are sets of Legos that don't make any sense that now they sell, but they cost a crazy amount.
What are you talking about?
The Lego movie has spawned an entire series.
What do you mean shit that doesn't make sense?
It's like, the couch, the Master Builder.
Yeah.
But the most recent one where it was like nonsensical, like a rain, like there's like a rainbow.
Lego movie?
Yeah, there's like a rainbow unicorn, and then
They're in like the space.
they sell sets now that like don't make any sense. Like they literally like you don't quite
Tiffany
build.
Haddish, is that her name?
I don't know what the fucking
Haddish.
her name
She's
is.
Pretty funny in that movie.
My point being is
Couple
it's
good
expensive,
songs. Lego movie 2.
and it doesn't make any
Lego
sense.
movie Part 2.
I fucking hate this stupid podcast.
Nobody knows what you're even talking about anymore.
Yeah, because
and I had something good coming up, and I forgot what it was.
Stop talking
You're
for
talking
2
about
seconds.
Stupid
Fucking motherfucker.
You're talking about double-decker couches.
Yeah, because that's what they sell at the Lego store now. They sell the Lego Movie Part 2, and the Lego Movie are all about like random shit. You know what?
Is there an
if you don't know what I'm talking about,
plain
then
sight
fuck
Lego
off.
kit? Is there an abducted in
Fucking
plain
listen
sight
to
Lego
something
kit?
else.
I can't wait when we get off this episode to tell you about
Oh
some of
my
the shit that
God.
happens in that abducted in plain sight thing.
Oh no.
Oh, you don't even want to know, but you're gonna know. So it was something I was gonna bring up, but
Yeah.
I derailed it just to shit on you for a second, and it really your
was
energy
it
was
was worth it.
pretty good on that.
All right.
Sierra Roxanne says she hates anything with tiny pieces that will be thrown out or thrown and lost as soon as it's open.
Yeah, of course.
But she's decided on not buying toys for her kids this Christmas to teach them a lesson. They're on the naughty list.
Ooh.
How often?
That's
So
fucking
like I worry
bold.
about spoiling my kids, especially when it comes to like the Christmas and stuff. And there are definitely like withholding stuff or threatening to take away things or like you need to earn this is a key part of my disciplinary technique. May not be the most evolved technique, but it is what it is.
Right.
But then at the end of the day, most of the time, like you want, especially on Christmas, like you
Yeah.
want your kids to be happy and you end up getting them this shit. We don't go overboard and get them every fucking thing ever. Like they're not like
Right.
whatever, but
All they
sometimes
have
I do
is like
feel like
a marble table.
you get off the. Where's your brother live? 1% land.
Westport, Connecticut.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the fucking 1% live.
That's what I just said.
Well, I just reiterated it. But here's the thing. Christmas is about keeping that mystery alive for the kids. That's why if you make the toy ahead of time, I think it ruins it a little bit.
Oh my god! That's your defense. You're saying the kid's getting something, and if you keep it unassembled, they don't know what it is. So you're like, hey, here's your box of parts, and you don't tell them what it is.
What are you talking about? Box of parts? They open it up and they're like, "Holy shit! I got a fucking like Millennium Falcon
But
Lego."
it's
What are
not-
you gonna put together? The Millennium Falcon
obviously
Lego
I'm
piece?
not-
I'm obviously not gonna do that. Pick a side. Pick a side.
Please, Lego is a toy in and
Hashtag
of itself that
logic.
you play with.
The
That
musician.
you have to put together. Putting it together is the toy. That's the whole fucking thing.
You know what?
Putting together a bike, being like, hey, here's your bike. Once you fucking figure it out,
Yeah, exactly.
here's 6 months.
Here's
Knock yourself out.
Here's an Allen key. Pick the right one. Good luck.
This is going to be frustrating for you. Welcome to adulthood.
Yeah. Oh, Bloody Knuckles. Boo hoo.
So, true story. I loved the Karate Kid film when I was a kid. My parents wanted me to take karate.
Great story.
But I was scared that the evil sensei in karate would be like my sensei would be like him, and I would have not Pat Morita, the good sensei.
Okay.
That I would always have to do push-ups on my knuckles, and it made me too scared. To
What gave that guy the right to be a sensei?
Which one?
The blonde dude.
Um,
He was just like he was like the proto.
the bad guy, Martin Cove.
He
in
was
real
like the
life is his name?
1984 proto male. Just like a blonde.
He wasn't blonde.
He was.
He had brown hair. Johnny Lawrence.
He was blonde. He was
Johnny
definitely-
Lawrence
he
is
was
blonde.
no. The
Johnny Lawrence was
the
blonde.
Cobra
He
Kai.
has brown hair. I'll bring up his name after.
I'll fucking look it up if I have my
Sensei
computer.
Kreese, John Kreese.
Sweet
I don't
as
want
that.
him beat out of commission. God, I will fucking. We should do a viewing party of
We
Karate
shouldn't.
Kid.
We
It's
shouldn't.
so good.
Nope.
I saw that in the theater
No.
so many times.
Let's shut it down.
We were on vacation,
Nope.
and my brother wanted to see Red Dawn.
Okay.
So my dad took him
You
to
were
see
on
Red
vaca-
Dawn. Yeah, we were on fucking vacation. We go to movies on vacation.
You mean I thought this was in 2011?
No,
when
no.
This
This was when I was a child. Red Dawn was in the theaters, either the first or second PG-13 movie, depending on who you believe. Dreamscape and Red Dawn.
Dreamscape was actually really
Dreamscape is pretty
terrifying.
scary, yeah. The snake part?
Yeah.
Fucking freaked
Oh
me out. I
my
saw that guy in
God.
the subway once from the Warriors.
He's the warrior guy.
Yeah. So Red Dawn, we were going to the movies, and my dad and my brother, who's 3 years older than me, went to see Red Dawn, but I was deigned too young, so I went to see Karate Kid for like the 5th time in the theater. This was when movies were in the theater for like a year, like a hit movie.
Right.
So the Karate Kid
Who'd
came
you
out.
see it with?
My mom. Karate Kid came out a year before Top Gun.
So your mom
I remember
saw it 5 times
distinctly
as
in my
well?
childhood that they were in theaters at the same time because Karate Kid was such a hit. It was in the theater for so long, and then Top Gun started, and then Top Gun was in. I may have flipped those chronologically, but I don't think so. This is the Christmas episode, folks.
Holy
We are all over the place. All right, so now we're going to get into a bunch of random shit about the worst parts of Christmas, all right?
Stay tuned, folks. It's
There's a
about to get...
Halloween scene in the Karate Kid, but I don't think there's a Christmas scene.
Oh, yeah, when the skeletons... Yeah.
That's Halloween.
I know, I'm saying, when the skeletons...
When the skeletons.
They dress up as skeletons.
Yes, I know what
Yeah,
I've
I
seen
don't
the
know.
film.
I'm trying to remember because I don't watch it every fucking
And then-
weekend.
If Brett Morita jumps
Fucking
over the
hell.
fence, he's like a 55-year-old man. He beats the shit out of a bunch of high
You know what?
schoolers.
He was
no
like
repercussions.
20 years younger than Tom
No
Cruise is
repercussions.
today.
I need your opener. Okay. La Bruja Guerita. Probably pretty offensive the way I pronounced that right there, but I hope not. Says that she hates the Elf on the Shelf garbage. And the movies for it are worse.
I don't
So
know what
we've
movies.
dodged
I don't
the
know
Elf
what
on the
movies.
Shelf phenomenon.
We
don't have
do
one.
it. We do it.
We don't have one.
We got gifted it, and it's the worst.
Somebody
gift.
else got gifted it.
No, it's the worst gift that's ever happened to our house. Because
What about slime?
actually,
You contradict yourself.
oh my god,
Non
what are you,
fucking
Johnny
stop on
Cochran? What are you, Johnny Cochran? You just fucking closed the case on my ass.
If you hate yourself,
I've-
it ain't the elf. Boom. It doesn't even make any sense.
no, that's stupid.
Nate said boom and then realized I'd like to retract that. Boom.
Yeah.
Did I say boom?
Yeah,
I don't even know what I'm
oh
saying
my
anymore.
God. All
Look,
right.
nobody likes Elf on the Shelf. So somebody here says
Let's explain what Elf on the Shelf is, because it's
everybody knows
No,
what elf.
no, they don't.
Sarah Gannat says my mother-in-law gifted my kids an elf. So an elf on the shelf is like an emissary from the North Pole.
It's definitely It's definitely in the U.S. It's not everywhere. It's
Who gives a
definitely-
fuck? We're in the U.S.
Yeah,
Look,
asshole,
I love
but
all
there's
my
other
fucking,
people that don't.
But people
live in the
understand
US,
that we
son
talk
of a
about the
bitch.
things that are fucking relevant to our lives.
Just asking. I'm asking you to fucking explain.
I'm
what Elf-
explaining it.
Okay.
It's an emissary from the fucking North Pole. That the gambit is
Okay.
that the elf is in the home of all the kids who may or may not be naughty, and he's watching, spying on behalf of Santa
Right.
to help inform the
Weaponized. This is
nice
weaponized.
and
This
naughtiness.
is the-
Yes, I mentioned that earlier.
yeah, yeah.
The naughty nice list. So the elf is supposed to like watch the kids. So one night the elf was on the fucking shelf staring at the kids, and then the next night the elf was like in your pillowcase, and you're supposed to move it every night.
Pillowcase.
I'm just saying, I don't have one. I assume
What
it's
the
fucking
fuck
tricky.
Are you talking about in your pillow? First of all, this. So
Elf
just
is a pervert.
let's take a
be
step
honest.
back. This is a book that somehow.
Oh, there was a book?
Yeah. This is a whole. There's a whole. This is a book that then became, because we're in the U.S., merch, and so what
Oh, yeah,
happened?
yeah. The rest of the country hates merchandise. It's called fucking
I'm just.
Euro Disney. Does
So-
it exist? It sure does.
Yeah. It's a magical kingdom. So
The magical kingdom.
The Elf on the Shelf is a book that then became a doll, and the whole point of it is that
So the
this-
book was transformed into a doll by
precisely,
like a
and-
witch?
Exactly. No, the doll basically sits in your house, and the whole point is it's supposed
In
to
the
watch over you.
pillowcase. It doesn't watch over you. It spies on you.
You're supposed
It's not
to be able to
protecting
use.
you.
No, you're supposed to use the Elf on the Shelf
Yes.
to be like, wait, were you not good
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the Elf
yeah.
on the Shelf
I know.
didn't move?
It's like a nanny cam.
But now, as a parent, you got to fucking move that thing every night.
Yes, but no one does.
People do.
If you're one of those parents that successfully moves that thing every night, you reevaluate your priorities.
You know-
Your kids, if they fucking believe in the Elf on the Shelf, they'll be cool with it being like, oh, he didn't move one night.
You know what
Deal
we
with
did?
it.
You know what we
Right,
did?
Nate?
Sure.
I put it right on my son's face.
You just
In
attach
the
it to his
morning.
face?
Yeah. And then every night.
Like an alien, like
no,
the xenomorph?
Yeah. So every night it would
Planting its seed in your son so that it can infect the rest of the crew?
Yeah. No. It's hand.
Elf on the Shelf.
I put its little hand in my son's lip.
I would watch an Elf on the Shelf alien mashup
Yeah.
where it was like an elf and it suctioned itself to your face and implanted
Well, so
its
here's
seed
what
in-
we would do.
I'm in
Every night the elf
Prometheus.
The elf would be in a different
elf.
The elf would be in a different spot in the house, and every morning it would wake up on my son's face. That's how you parent, motherfuckers.
That's pretty good.
That's
pretty
how you
good.
parent.
Is he terrified of elves and also
He
you?
does. Honestly, we haven't seen him in a long time. He's been in his room the whole
He's
time.
under the bed.
Yeah.
So Sarah Gannat says that her mother-in-law gave her the elf and her kids still love him years later, but he's a lazy elf, which is the thing you can do.
Right. Just he stays.
This is the elf.
He stays
So
in the
supposedly
one
somebody told me there's like a lazy gnome, which is like the antidote to the elf, where you can just have a gnome that you'd be like, he's watching you, but he doesn't really give a shit. W_Colin says Elf on the Shelf is the fucking worst. Like, let's just add a reason to argue with the wife.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Did you move the elf on the shelf? No. Did you?
I did not. Did you?
No, I was too busy doing dishes.
So-
were you? Because guess what?
Can I tell you one of the worst,
I didn't move the elf.
most passive aggressive things that I do with my wife is, we're gonna start with her first.
Okay.
One of the obnoxious passive aggressive things she does is she will say "we" in regard to a chore that is really just mine.
Yeah.
Oh, or we should really do this, and she's really just telling
We
me
should
to do
really
it.
cut the tree, cut the bottom.
We
of the
should
tree.
really saw the bottom of the tree off tomorrow when we have a chance. Oh, we. So what I do sometimes is she'll ask me if I've done something, and I'll say, "No, did you?" It's such a dick thing to say. Did you take the garbage out? No, did you? It's really fucking. It's really not. It's pretty petty.
And you know what? That's what
I enjoy
marriage
it every
is-
time.
Honestly, that's what marriage is based on.
She called me out on it recently. She was like, "You know what? You doing that? I know what you." She's basically like, "I know what you're doing, and I don't appreciate
and
it."
I see you.
KKW27 says, "Elf on the Shelf. If I could go back in time, that might
All
be
right.
in the top 5 things I would change." I don't know if she's saying she would change ever introducing it into her house, or if she would change its existence.
It's not that bad.
Would you go back and murder the person
it's
who
not that
created
bad.
Elf on the Shelf
No,
to
it's not
prevent
that
the
bad.
world from
It's
being
not
afflicted?
This is a strong
So you
reaction.
do it? Obviously, we're having a good time here.
No,
She's not
we're
being
having a
fucking
really
dead
bad
serious.
time. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God, you're almost getting as serious as water bottles.
What'd you just say?
You're
What the fuck did you just say?
I'm sorry,
Did you
Pete. I didn't mean
say
to bring up
W
water bottles.
water bottles?
Yeah. W
PTS
water bottles.
PTSD.
David S. water bottles. We're gonna start calling you.
Pete S. water bottles. So, Elf on the Shelf is really not that bad. Although
You're an idiot. Everybody hates Elf on the Shelf. It's a pain in the ass. Who moves it? You or your wife?
I do.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I come home and I just do
Dude,
whatever
nobody's
I'm
that
told.
serious about this shit. We're just bitching
No,
about
I know.
nonsense. Get
I'm
with
just-
the program.
I'm
You're
starting to realize.
Stay in character.
I'm starting to realize. It's starting to weigh on me. All right, let's go. Let's keep going on.
All this time it's spending with me is really darkening your heart, and you don't like
Holy
it.
shit.
My Sheila life says that watching everyone get so freaking stressed out over gifts is the worst part.
Yeah, because she's not buying anyone any gifts.
No, she is buying them.
Is
Well,
she?
no, you're saying that she's
just
watching other
sitting
people.
back, like with her
Yeah,
feet
she
up.
is pretty lazy. My
God.
Sheila life. Lazy.
You know what?
Get
I'm
off
gonna-
your ass, my
Guess
Sheila
what?
life.
You just got fucking roasted.
By Pete S.
By me.
Pumpkins. What was it? Pete S. Water Bottles?
Yeah, P.S.
Cut Shallow says he doesn't like gatherings of more than 8 people. He has a very small family, but his wife has a huge Irish one, and it's too much. So these two things go hand in hand for me. I have a really small family.
Yep.
We have like me, my 3 brothers, and my parents, and then our respective spouses or girlfriends or whatever, and that's about it. My wife has a big family. So like, I will say that it can get a little boring. Like the holidays when I go to Connecticut, it's just kind of the same people all the time. It's not a lot of new blood and not a ton of people, so it does get a little bit boring.
What about friends from the neighborhood or whatever?
Sometimes they'll pop by and stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't live.
But the
there
keep out
anymore.
signs.
The
kind
keep
of-
out signs, yeah.
and
Well,
no
Trump
trespassing.
2020 keeps a lot of
Yeah.
people away. Actually, it attracts people in where my parents are from.
Oh,
My parents are not
gross.
Trumpers, okay, Boomer? They're not.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm saying that like it gets a little bit boring, but yeah, having tons of people can be overwhelming as well.
Yeah.
And what we have done is just to avoid. We don't even have a lot of people, but like buying for everybody is annoying. So we've done like everybody picks a name. So like every couple gets another couple to buy for.
Right.
So you don't have to buy for all 5. You just
Right.
buy for one and do that kind of thing. So that might make things easier for you, my Sheila life, or for your friends.
Yeah.
Because Pete doesn't think that you actually play any part.
Yeah, I think you're pretty much not.
Paul Opolsky says the worst is the expense of Christmas when you have a big family plus all the other people like teachers, daycare. You ever had that problem? You have to pay teachers. I mean,
Yeah.
teachers have a really hard job. They parent your kids.
I'm
They
so
deserve a
I'm
gift.
so happy to do that.
Yeah, me too.
Really. Whenever someone's like, "Hey, we should," like,
I'm not saying it's not a pain in the ass. It's not
bus
expensive.
driver?
I agree with
Bus
Paul,
driver?
but it's not like you don't do it. Bus driver, you get a little something, something.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah.
I gave him a fucking full pound of weed. He was
Wow.
so happy.
Was he? Is
No.
it legal in New York? Oh, right, your kids go to school in Massachusetts. I forgot.
Well, the thing is he had just finished giving me the weed, and then I gave it back to him because that's where I get all
The
my
ashes,
weed.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's where I give all my weed.
Paul doesn't also doesn't like hearing Christmas music in an every overly crowded store. I went to Macy's this weekend to bring my kids to see Santa in Herald Square, like the flagship Macy's in the center of Manhattan. Here's what people don't understand. You can make a reservation online. It saves your life. You don't have to wait in line.
Yeah.
It's express. You go right through. You miss the line where like you can see like the trains in Santaland, but you see
But
some
who
of that
gives a
anyway.
fucking
No,
shit?
not this year. Going fucking right through. Went
Yeah.
right through. Saw Santa. My 3-year-old was super excited, like bouncing up and down to meet Santa. My 9-year-old was like, "That's a fake beard," right? So we were like,
Yeah.
"Shut up! Shut your mouth!
Shut your fucking
You fucking
shut
jerk!"
your Fucking.
Ash at the beach hates when way too late Christmas gifts and toys and activity sets that aren't close to age appropriate. I don't know what way too late Christmas gifts means, but I do know what it's like to have like a family member buy your kid something that is like 3 years younger than the kid.
Right. Well, so my 12-year-old now, my parents would always get clothes, or always do get clothes. So they would get clothes for my daughters, and I guess my son, not really my son, but my daughters. And now my 12-year-old's like, dude,
No more clothes. They have terrible taste.
Yeah,
Let me
it's
choose
like,
my own clothes.
Like I don't
yeah.
need another jumping bean like love T-shirt with like a
Like in
fucking
Christmas Story
flip
where the
up.
kid wears the bunny suit.
Yeah,
Does that ever happen?
I
Something
can't
like
remember
embarrassing.
what
You don't remember that from a Christmas
yeah,
Story?
what happened? Why do you get the bunny suit?
The aunt sends him like a pink bunny
okay.
suit, and the
Alright.
dad makes him, or the mom makes him put it on, and it's I mean,
Right.
No
It's
one would ever
it's a
wear that in a
classic.
million years.
It's a classic scene. Yeah.
I think he looked pretty hot in it. All right, so
As hot as Doogie Howser.
no, I almost brought that up. Look, if Doogie's ankles are in the mix, it's just game over, man.
What if Doogie's wearing jeans?
He wears jeans, doesn't he?
I don't know.
I only remember one Doogie
Boogie.
Howser episode. And he's in like a play because he, for whatever reason, he gets sent from his private school or the hospital he works at, and he has to go to a public school.
He's a genius.
He has to go to a public school for whatever reason. The premise
that
of the
the
episode.
premise?
Of the episode,
Oh,
not
okay.
of the show. No,
Yeah.
the premise, the high concept premise of the show is that he's a genius
Yeah,
doctor.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
11 years old. There's an episode where he has to spend the day at a public school or whatever, and he's such a nerd and a genius that everyone picks at him, and he gets in a fight, and it's like 3 o'clock high. He has to go fight, and during the fight, he like the guy's bigger than him, and he's overmatched, and he like because he fucking knows if I fucking hit your cochlea or whatever. If I hit your eardrum with the fucking strongest part
Yeah.
of my hand, and fucking you get dizzy, and then I kick you in the nuts. I don't remember much
You know
else.
what you're saying
Vinny
is-
Del Pino,
Yeah, Vinny.
Wanda.
have
Never thought Wanda was worthy of a crush. Not as good looking as Winnie, and I wasn't even into Winnie from the Wonder Years. Not into either of them.
That was a load of garbage. But have you?
You're into those.
Have you heard about this
Wanda.
9-year-old who's graduating college?
No, I feel sorry for him.
No. Yeah. He's in.
He's 9 years
in
old?
The Netherlands, or he's in like.
What's he
Dutch.
doing with his life?
Whatever the fuck he wants to
No,
do.
not true.
No,
He's
really.
part of the system now.
No, it's quite amazing. Speaking of Doogie Howser,
I'm
he's
proud of
9
that
years
kid.
old. He's graduating.
Doogie Howser's not
college.
9 years old.
I know he's 3 years. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude! This is like
All right, so
getting pissed. This is,
we're done. Okay, so Bentini80, who I feel like deserves the last word because
All
she
right.
sent so many fucking words. I mean, ease up, honestly. Like, have some self-awareness about how much you're sending me in the
Well,
comments.
let's hear it. Maybe it's a
I
scorcher.
can't even find it. She says, okay, I love Christmas in theory. the parties, the lights, the festive nature of it all.
Yes.
But getting gifts for my kids and my extended family, teachers, etc., is extremely stressful and time-consuming.
Yep.
I'm always up late Christmas Eve wrapping and organizing, and I'm exhausted on Christmas Day.
Yes.
It's a lot of effort and build-up for just one day, and then poof, it's all over. And then it's just garbage day.
Excuse me. In Canada and the UK, you call that Boxing Day, which is actually the best fucking
Decent holiday. Yeah,
it's such a good
no
Boxing
baggage,
Day.
You just
You know what you do
around.
Boxing Day? You sit around in your pajamas.
You know what that should be?
You eat,
that should be the
you
day
drink.
after the Super Bowl in the United States.
You know what it's like? It's as close to Thanksgiving as you can possibly get, really. Except for
No, they have Thanksgiving. You're embarrassing yourself.
not UK. You son
No
of
one
a
believes
bitch.
you ever lived there. All right, so we do a little segment called the listeners' reactions to our dumb insights,
Which
and
is-
it is sponsored by Kinder Perfect this
Yes,
week.
that's right. It
You
is.
can go to Amazon and use the code 20OFFDADS to get this Cards Against Humanity for Parents card game, or
It's
you can go
awesome.
to 20OFFDADDY
It's super
at
fun.
Kinder Perfect. And you know what? We have a good time playing it.
It's really fun. Yeah, we played a lot.
I play it all the time.
So I want to start with Sarge's comment.
Oh, you do you?
Yeah, I want you to.
He's totally stealing my kid's fucking shit. I can see it right here. You're stealing my nickname that I created for my son.
So you know what? You should address
Sarge?
him directly.
I haven't even read this comment. I'm reading it for the first time right now.
Oh, there you go.
Joseph Diachason, one of our beloved patrons. He's in the
He's
fucking
OG.
Hall of Fame. He's on the Mount Rushmore.
He is the OG.
Haven't heard from him a lot lately.
I know, this
Maybe
is
it's
why-
because he knows he's crossed the line.
Okay.
He says, so I'm going back one episode. My son calls himself Jackhammer. Your son calls himself Jackhammer? It's convenient. Therefore, I did not jack Mike's nickname for his son. We've talked about this before.
Your son's
idea.
nickname is
The Hammer.
so.
My oldest son nicknamed his younger brother The Hammer.
When?
Before he was born, because he was upset that he was going to have a younger brother and he wanted to know if he could name him. And we said, what do you want to name him? And he said Toilet. And we said, you can't name him Toilet. And I said, you can help come up with a nickname. And he said, how about Hammer? And I said, that is fucking awesome. I am going to refer to him as the Hammer. That is not how I refer to my kid in real life. Although sometimes.
Right.
So he says, I am merely honoring you gentlemen in your brilliant... First of all, I am merely honoring you gentlemen in your brilliant ideas of naming your children and wives instead of using their real names. Can we hold up for a second? Pete
It's collective.
doesn't
It's
name
collective.
shit. You don't
It's
have a nickname.
collective.
You don't come up with shit. I came up with mergers and acquisitions for your daughter after you used that a bunch.
I used it a million times.
Yes, I know, but you weren't like, this should be her nickname.
How about this? My oldest, my middle, and my youngest.
That's the
'Cause I have
stupidest
3
thing. This
kids.
is what he's... But this is the
How many
opposite of
kids-
what he's praising us for.
It's the opposite.
The fuck was... Literally, what was that?
Hold on, duel.
Just the creativity is just
Yeah.
pouring out of this kid. So, Sarge, look, we appreciate you, obviously. Credit where credit's due. This guy brings fucking, when it comes to nicknames, nothing to the table.
What am I going to come up with?
I hate
A bunch of nicknames for my stupid kids? bunch of
laundry
stupid
and
nicknames
dishes.
for my
I
kids, is
swear
what I'm
those are
saying.
my silent jobs and they won't get done if I don't do them. Same. I've tried the waiting game, but I lose every time because shit piles high. Same. I think my wife uses the excuse that she cooks and birthed our children, so I have to do some fucking work. Cooks and birthed our children.
Yeah.
Does
You know
she
what?
cook your children, Sarge?
Mwah. Chef's
Syntax.
kiss.
Syntax is important.
Phrasing.
Chef's get phrasing. There you go. Phrasing. All right. So Jason Thomas, we alluded to earlier, who is giving us some shit because we appreciate our patrons and the people that spend some time to send some money to us.
You know what? Well, yeah, exactly. And Jason the other day was talking about ungrateful taking, but at the same
That
time,
was our Thanksgiving episode.
that was our Thanksgiving. So check
He
that
was
out.
annoyed that he could memorize, that he memorized all of the Patreon patrons' names.
Yeah.
And I think that you should, you know what? You got a pretty good memory there, Jason. I'm proud of you for being able to do that. And we would invite you on to, in real time, recite all those names. And let's see how close
You
you,
know
fucking
what?
come.
That-
Jennifer Wynn is not the fucking easiest thing in the world to remember, is it? Desiree Kissling.
I
No
think
idea if that's even right. There's a
it is.
Monica on there.
Yeah.
What else we got? We got Julie McCarthy,
Jennifer-
Joseph Dietch. Can I name them
Are
all?
you- are
Fucking
you-
Jason, are you happy?
Are you just reading? You're reading from
I'm
your
not
brain.
reading anything.
You're
yeah.
reading from your brain.
I wasn't reading from my
That's
brain.
what you're doing.
That's not
you're
what it's
looking
called.
to the side and
You're
you're
saying I have
reading.
a photographic memory.
No, I'm saying you're reading from your
Did you ever watch
stupid
Quantum
brain.
Leap?
I fucking...
Sam Beckett? Why have they
What
not
happened
made...
to
why
Donald
have they not
B.
made...
Bellisario? He produced...
the producer?
He produced
That's who you're worried about?
Magnum
He was
PI.
fine. Yeah.
And
Right. 80s trash. You're right. He
Ma-
is the
oh, really?
He's the typewriter guy? Yep. Wasn't that
Murder, She
Stephen J.
Wrote?
Cannell? Nate doesn't know.
He was-
Anyway, why have they not... How have they not remade Quantum Leap for like HBO or like
Quantum Leap
fucking...
was
Listen
so
to me. If
fucking
they made
good.
like the FX version of Quantum Leap where it's like you can swear a little bit, it's a little bit grittier,
Yeah.
and he's jumping in because he says, oh boy, like, look, that was the kind of show where that show comes on, I'm like, oh, I don't like this episode, and then I watch the next 2 minutes and I'm like, I'm hooked in. Like, oh, this premise is stupid. Then you watch 2 minutes and you're fucking hooked.
Did you ever
Great
watch
show.
the episode where he meets the devil?
Yes.
God,
The
that was
woman?
scary.
Who was the woman? There was an episode where like the woman who was like an evil leaper. Do you remember that one?
No, I just
She has
remember...
short hair.
No, I remember the one
like
where...
Carrie Lowell almost from
where
Law
the-
and Order.
Where the devil was like, you think you can leap through time, and he was
I've
like,
seen that
yeah,
one.
it was
There
scary.
was an episode where he's like at a bar and maybe the devil was the bartender.
Maybe.
Something like that. Great fucking show, by the way.
You know what, guys?
Quantum Leap.
Great
Somebody give me
show,
a box
great
set of the
episode.
DVDs.
This was-
Never watched a single
speaking
one.
of
You know
great
what? 'Cause
shows-
I'm fucking too sophisticated for Quantum Leap. That's
Maybe
the problem
next
with
time.
Quantum Leap.
Maybe next time.
Bring it up to the fucking 90s. What year is it?
Let's just...
The 2019s. The 2020s. What's the next decade called? The 20s? It's not the roaring 20s. What is it? The boring fucking 20s.
All right. You know what? I think we nailed it.
This episode was a little bit off the wall, and I blame you.
Okay. Well, good.
You shouldn't have roofied
Good
me.
job. Yeah. You know what? You needed a good roofing.
Kinder Perfect. 20 off dads on Amazon. 20 off daddy on
Guys,
Kinder Perfect.
we
If
love you.
one doesn't work one place, switch it around.
Thank you very much.
Figure it out.
This was a bit of a
You went to
fucking
college.
messy shit show, but we love it, and
Every minute of it. Happy New Year.
we'll see you next time.
I don't know why you would still be watching This Isn't a Marvel movie, no matter how much I look like Paul Rudd, which you can deny it all you want. It's there in the eyes, I think. I'm young looking like him. If you enjoyed the podcast, which you obviously did or you wouldn't be listening still, sign up on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you want to listen to. Comment here on YouTube, subscribe, hit that like button. We want to hear from you. Comments, questions, dirty jokes, money, all the money you can give us. We'd love it all. Catch you next time.